Hey guys, I opened up the fortune cookie and it said, sharpen your focus and you will achieve your greatest potential. Ha! Here's the thing, Mr. Fortune Cookie, okay? I'm actually kicking myself right now because it's the exact thing that I know I've got to get a handle on if I am going to hit some of the goals that I have for myself and my business this year. But, right? But what do you do when you're lacking focus and how the heck do you actually get out of the rut? Let's unjuggle this, shall we? For me right now, it's the fact that there is so much to do and it's the overwhelm that it is in fact just causing this lack of motivation and therefore a lack of focus too. Here's the thing. I, just like you, okay, we know the things that we could do. So let's just rattle them off here for just a few of them. Let's see. We know we could time block. So instead of bouncing from task to task, you've got dedicated time, which we all know increases efficiency. We could habit stack, which basically is like creating a system of habits. So, for example, like if I want to start journaling, maybe I put my journal right next to my coffee cup in the morning. And then when I sit down and I pour that cup of coffee, I sit down and I journal for 5 minutes. So it's like one habit or action that follows another habit. In business, for instance, like we know we should, could, would prioritize revenue generating tasks. Like if you own a business or if you have a big work project, when that to-do list starts getting really long, we all know that you've got to put and bump those revenue generating activities up to the top of the list. Turning off notifications or saying no and creating better boundaries instead of always saying yes. Like we know the tools, okay? But knowing isn't the same as doing. That's what I'm finding, right? So today I just want to keep things real simple. And what I'm sharing is three focus resetting truths that I myself am anchoring into right now. And then also too, I'll provide you just a little real life example with each of them because that's how we remember things. So first focus resetting tool that we can do is decide what actually matters this season. So let me tell you what this has looked like for me recently. I had this monster to-do list. I think it's the combination of just some of the things that didn't get done in Q2 now, and then we're in the middle of summer, so things are naturally just kind of being pushed to the side. I'm talking 47 tabs open, probably 6 projects halfway done, and none of them actually truly moving forward. I kept skipping the things that I knew would actually move the needle in my business. So this thing in particular came up over the last couple of weeks is just finishing my client welcome email sequence, which for those of us, for those building businesses, this is really important. This is basically, it's a scheduled set of emails that you create in advance to help a new subscriber to your email list, just to help them get familiar with who you are and to start really seeing what you can offer them. So it's really important because once you actually dial it in the right way, you can then schedule it and automate the process, which helps you, in a sense, you're multiplying your efforts. So with this particular item, I had just been putting it off. I don't know if maybe I knew the importance of it. And so I wanted to do it right. So then that was I was telling myself it was going to take too long, whatever reason. I had to get myself back to a moment where I could pause, where I could ask, if I only got one thing done this week, what would actually matter? And of all the things on the list, I knew that the welcome sequence would move the needle most. So instead of taking the whole to-do list, I just simply sat down one morning and I committed to that being the only thing I was going to do that day. So I silenced notifications. I grabbed the coffee. I told the kids, play outside. And then I just busted it out. I think it was even before 10 a.m. Then I got to shut down the computer for the rest of the day just so I could enjoy the summer day with the kids. And that felt good. Full honesty with that email sequence, for instance, though, I have not booked a new client from it, yet. I mean, I would say that that's part of like one of the desired results. That's one of the desired intentions. But here's what I did get right off the bat: momentum, peace, clarity, this sense of follow through. That always feels good when we actually do the things that we say we're going to do. So the focus with doing this, it came not because I was trying to do everything, but it became, when I got focused just on this one thing that mattered, it created all of this extra momentum and this additional focus for me for the next few days because I wasn't still hung up on that task. All right. Number two, build in margin because life is going to happen. So you may as well plan for it. I once had a business coach tell me that her ideal calendar had her working only 3 weeks out of the month. And then she left that fourth week completely open. And I remember when she told me this, like my first thought was, that sounds nice. How long is it going to take me to get my business to that standpoint? Like, can I really do that on the ground floor of building a business? And I love the way that she explained it. And I've seen this as a pattern in my own life is that fourth week, it gave her room to breathe, just to reschedule if a client canceled or to go to a doctor's appointment or to do something like intentional with her family, like to live. And that just stuck with me because like I said, I've seen it too. Just the weeks where I did overpack my schedule and then life throws the curveball because it will. Welcome to life. Everything in those moments kind of feels like it starts to unravel quickly as you're like attempting to move this meeting here or this appointment there, or you're just trying to push things into tiny little windows. And honestly, that just creates so much stress and it's not a good space to be in. So I really believe that whether you're a coach or a corporate leader, a parent, or navigating just like a combo of all of those things, this applies to everyone. And maybe margin for you looks like blocking Friday afternoons off for overflow. I do that. I don't book any meetings on Fridays so that if something comes up during the week, I can do that. And then I always like trying to schedule myself that I'm off at noon on Fridays so that we can start our weekends. Also, maybe you do something like a random Tuesday night and you just say, hey, Tuesday nights, maybe you've got like sports or something all the other nights. But hey, Tuesday nights, we're just going to like no plans are allowed for Tuesday nights. I think just simply, not I think, I know, and I would recommend just building in 15-minute gaps between meetings too, so that you're not breathless every hour. That's been a game changer in my business that I wasn't doing very well when I was in corporate. So those 15 minutes to just breathe, I think it also gives an opportunity for if it needs to go over, you're not always at this hard stop. And people feel that when you're trying to serve them well. Margin is not laziness. It's 1000% leadership over your life, and your focus will always suffer if your life has no room to flex. So build in that margin. All right. Number 3, create non-negotiable rhythm. I have learned that I can be flexible with a lot of things. But one rhythm I do not mess with is my morning routine with the kids during the school season. During the school year, I can do anything up until 7 a.m. Emails, journaling, workout, whatever. But once that clock hits 7, from 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m., I am in like full mom mode. I'm waking them up. I'm helping them get ready. We're making sure we're not rushing. We're sitting down for breakfast, maybe even having like a cup of coffee together before we're out the door. That rhythm anchors us and it creates peace and focus for all of us. And then it just gives me clarity for the rest of my day too. So I'm not operating from this like riled up state. Now, right, I said we were going to be real here. Welcome to summer. So summer has come in and obviously wrecking ball. Our mornings are, I would say, a lot slower and looser, and that rhythm is not there. It's not there. So I am looking forward to that in August. I also think that's probably why my focus has been off, right? Like I'm not starting my day the same way that I was in a way that I know creates that routine that's good for me. So here's what I'm doing in the meantime, because we've still got another month of summer. I have created just this like temporary rhythm. And maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll keep it. But it's just this 3 p.m. like reset pocket. So about 3 p.m., no meetings, no scrolling, no like, oh, I just have to get one thing done. It's like, nope, it's 3 p.m. And I just take 30 minutes to center myself and to be present in the moment of just stillness, of slowness. Like I often make myself a nice little iced coffee and I head to the back patio and then I just watch the kids run around like wild children that they are. I breathe. I enjoy like the sense of the day. I enjoy the heat on my skin versus the AC I've been freezing in. Like I just be. And there's such peace in that. And that re-anchoring moment, like it's just, it creates focus and intention for the rest of my day instead of like trying to Hail Mary it and just push, 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 push until bedtimes. 30 minutes, just be, try it. All right, my friend. So the space I'm in today and our un-juggle the struggle summary is just that focus, I don't think focus comes from forcing it. It comes from being intentional, though. So decide what actually matters in this season, build in margin so your days can breathe, and then create rhythms that anchor into your energy. I think that fortune cookie was right? Sharpen your focus and you will achieve your greatest potential. Here's your challenge this week. Pick one focus anchor, all right? Write it down, tell a friend, stick with it, and then come back and tell me what shifted. You've got this, and I know that your next level, it's waiting for your focus to catch up. So if you're looking for support just to help gain that focus or to plan again for some of those big life goals or for your business, just remember I'm always here and I am currently coaching one-on-one exclusive clients through these just massive transformations, specific to, I would say, burnout, where we just take all of these things like looming over our heads, the things that maybe we really just cannot see through the thickness and through the clouds to actually gain focus, like these things causing overwhelm and kind of robotic living, like it's just forcing us to survive, not thrive. And we peel that onion back to release the things that are no longer serving the client, that we create space for their big visions and purposeful opportunities to flow into their lives. And then we create new habits that actually allow the 2.0 versions of them to finally resurface again and reconnect and realign to lives that they're now building with intention. It's definitely my passion work. It's my purpose work. And you can just complete the inquiry form in the show notes or visit my website to get connected and we'll see how coaching could serve you too. So until next time, thanks for being here. Bye. Hey, thanks for listening to today's episode. It means the world to me that you're here to ride in the struggle bus with me and that you're willing to consider different perspectives, tools, and techniques that just might provide a little bit of relief and get you one step closer to the abundance that is available and waiting for us all. I hope you take a moment to grant yourself some grace where you've been denying it, some love where you didn't realize maybe it was right in front of you, and some faith where you thought all was lost. If this episode had an impact on you, would you please share a comment with a review? I'd love to hear what landed for you, and it helps us get the word out to our fellow struggle bus riders. So please review what was impactful for you. Just know these episodes are a pure labor of love in a space where I'm growing alongside you. I'm evolving every day, and I look forward to all the ways and the things and the perspectives and opinions and choices that will change over the course of time in my own life, day to day. Until next time, just know that you are loved, you are divinely cared for, and in the struggle, the journey of this life really is beautiful. I'm glad that we're in it together. Cheers.